And we're back here, wrestling fans, at the Casa Loma Ballroom for our next singles competition. And this is going to try to answer the age-old question, boxer versus wrestler.
Well, you know, I would normally go with the side of the wrestler, obviously, but when you got a boxer like Greatness Gaines, it's hard to bet against this young man. But I tell you, he is so fast. He is just as talented as you can be. He's in great shape. He's here to prove something that he is the premier athlete here in the NWL STL. He's got a great man in his corner in Drew Gold.
Great man in Drew Gold.
Absolutely.
Gonna have to stop you there, Christopher. That guy he's in this for one reason only. That guy, Marcellus Gaines, does all the hard work, and that charlatan, Drew Gold, collects all the money.
So you're saying he's in it for the money. So you're saying you do this job for what? For butterflies? Is that what they pay you in?
And I've met some great athletes. I've met some great fighters. But the fact of the matter is, as great as they are, there ain't no wrestler on the planet, Daddy, that can go pound for pound, fist for fist with a real fighter, a real boxer. And that's what you're feasting your eyes on right now. The king of combat, the son of the sweet science, the pugilist pop star, greatness, Marcellus Gaines. Grace him with your voice, champ.
Looks like the champ of
Listen
Greatness.
closely, all right? It doesn't matter if you're 6'5" or 205. You step into my ring, you so-called athletes are gonna get knocked out. There's a reason why I'm undefeated. There's a reason why I am 52-0, and that is I am greatness.
There's one thing you can't deny is that this guy conquered the world of boxing and is now here to conquer the world of professional wrestling. But this young man is going to have something to say about it. Javy Torres, Takedown. Javy Torres is making his debut here in the Casa Loma Ballroom.
Well, I got to say, you talk about scrappy underdogs, and that is Javy Torres, absolutely. This guy, I am a fan of Javy Torres. I'm a fan of the fact that this guy, he works really, really hard. I mean, maybe he can use a little retire. I mean, this is the pros, son. You get something a little nicer than a dirty, grungy sweatshirt, but you come out here and you put your nose in the grindstone. That's what Javy Torres is going to have to do, because look at him. He's not a big guy. You can see that, but he's got heart. And heart, well, what does it usually get you? Well, it usually gets broken and you get beaten on the side of the road, but who knows? Maybe it'll turn out better for Javy Torres.
We've heard a lot of speculation in media all across the country about who's better, the boxer or the wrestler. You go to someone like Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor, that's MMA versus boxing, but you know, Conor has a background in jiu-jitsu. So we're going to try to answer that question here tonight. Javy Torres, a skilled collegiate wrestler, and he's going to be taking on the quick hands of Marcellus Gaines.
Why are you talking about things that I don't care about? We should be talking only about this match. Javy Torres is certainly one thing that most wrestlers have to worry about. They lead with their chin, right? What happens when you lead with your chin with a boxer? He punches you right in the face. So we'll see if he can keep his left up, I guess.
Javy Torres needs to stay out of the range, get Marcellus down on the mat, use it. Oh, and he just caught with a stiff left hand there, right to the face. Javy Torres needs to get Marcellus on his back. Oh, another left hand. Look at those stinging left hands. Goes for a right. Javy Torres with the fireman's takeover, trying to get a quick pin on Marcellus Gaines here and stays on top of the 52-0 Gaines.
He's on top right now. He's got him grounded, that is for sure. But Javy cannot play the take two to give one game with Greatness Gaines, because he's going to find himself knocked out if he keeps doing that.
The hand speed of Marcellus Gaines has got to be a factor. It's got to be something inside the mind of Javy Torres. Javy Torres has got to use that wrestling ability and keep Gaines off his feet, because if he is, he'll hit that left hand and it's over.
I think Greatness Gaines right here, he has got to get back to his game plan. He's playing right into Javy Torres' game plan right now. He's letting this young man take him down. He's putting himself in a position to try to get out of it. Yeah, get yourself some separation and start throwing those punches, Greatness. I think you're going to find yourself back on the winning track for sure.
Javy splashes him in the corner. Nice running bulldog, connects. This could be it. 1, 2. And Gaines gets the right shoulder up. Javy looking a little disappointed. Thought he may have scored an upset there.
He hit it pretty good with that
bulldogging headlock.
Absolutely looked like he could have had him right there. Solid count though from Michael Crace. I don't think that one was slow at all. Looks like he's got him up though.
What is Javy Torres? Oh, Drew Gold, of course, was standing on the apron, trying to lure Javy Torres over, and he just gets caught with a left hand.
Beautiful. And you said that Drew Gold does not earn his money. Well, he earned it right there. Did exactly what he's supposed to do, protecting his investment. And look where it's gotten.
He ensured Gaines got a cheap shot. That's if that's protecting his investment, I don't want that guy handling my finances.
There are no cheap shots. Once you step into that ring, you should be expecting anything. And shame on Javy Torres for letting himself get suckered like that, because he's a sucker.
Left hand downstairs. I mean, think of the left and rights connecting with Javy Torres. Those are no joke. Those alone, the body shots alone, could be enough to put Javy Torres down for the
Javy Torres certainly not looking very good right now. Certainly, he's a guy that's in great shape. You got to take that wind away from him. Nothing takes the wind away faster than getting punched right in the gut.
Javy Torres firing back on Marcellus Gaines, trying to mount some offense, and gets caught with a left hand and a follow-up right to the face, and a couple stomps for good measure. Almost disgust. He attacks with such malice, does Marcellus Gaines. He wiped off his foot even after stomping Javy Torres.
Well, why wouldn't he? I mean, he's great, right? Javy Torres.
Look at the hand speed. Look at the hand speed of Marcellus Gaines firing shots into the midsection.
Look at Javy Torres just crumpling to the mat right there. He's definitely hurting right now, having trouble getting that air in. That is for sure. Greatness Gaines. So look at her sitting there taking a break. Good. Drew Gold earning his keep here. Definitely give him a little water. Yeah, it's time to take the round off. Going to get your game plan all set up. Smart move by Drew Gold right here, keeping Greatness Gaines on his toes. Get a little rest, and he is back.
Yeah, boxing promoters are notoriously honest and earn their keep, right, Christopher? I'm sure that's the case with Drew Gold as well.
You name me one dishonest promoter. You can't do it. I
don't want to talk about it right now. But Javy Torres firing with some shots of his own to Marcellus Gaines, and Marcellus tying him up. Oh, belly-to-belly suplex connects. Javy Torres takes him down again.
Javy's got to follow those moves up, though.
This kid has no quit in him. And Marcellus Gaines tries for the left hand, misses, and Javy with a nice enziguri connects with Marcellus Gaines. German suplex.
Might have him.
Bridge, 1, 2. Almost an upset here in the Casa Loma Ballroom.
Almost a 3 count right there. Javy Torres needs to follow up. This is a window he's been looking for to take advantage of a down Marcellus Gaines. Drew Gold, you better get your man back up on his feet where he can really do some damage. This is not where he wants to be.
Javy taking the straps down, signaling he means business here. He might put away Marcellus Gaines. Shoulder block to the midsection here. Going for a tornado DDT. Marcellus puts the brakes on, sets Javy Torres up on the top rope, and almost connects with the left hand. Oh, there it is, the South Side Shiver. That left hand out of nowhere.
He is not getting up from that.
This is it. 2, 3, and the South Side Shiver puts away Javy Torres.
You can put that one on the highlight reel. You're going to be seeing that shot for years to come. He caught him flush right on the chin, knocked him out. That is why, my friend, that's why he's called Greatness Gaines.
That left hand came out of nowhere and just connected with the jaw of Javy Torres, and it only takes one punch, as he's shown, to put away the competition for a 1, 2, 3.
I don't care if you're Maverick. I don't care if you're Cal Stark. I don't care if you're Todd Letterman. If he hits you with that Southside Shiver, you're going down and you're staying down for the 3 count. That is for sure. Greatness Gaines, I am impressed. Kudos to you, Drew Gold, and your find. These men going straight to the top. I guarantee it. If I'm a betting man, I bet on Marcellus Gaines.
Javy Torres putting up a good fight here tonight in the Casa Loma Ballroom, and it just wasn't enough. So we got the answer that we were looking for. For now, the boxer comes out over the wrestler. And with that, folks, we'll be right back here on the National Wrestling League. Welcome back, wrestling fans, to the National Wrestling League St. Louis. We just saw a backstage interview with Emmett Dubois, the $1 billion brother, who said he had cramps. He said he had just gotten back from Belize and his cramps were tightening up in his quads and he couldn't possibly wrestle tonight. So here comes the Super Soul, Coco Rumble, and we're stuck wondering who's going to be his opponent tonight? Who's going to have the guts to step up and face Coco Rumble? Because we saw a little money given by the $1 billion brother to Clayton Fox to find a suitable replacement for him tonight. So I wonder, now we're left wondering here, since the $1 billion brother has that bad case of Beeson or Belize cramps or whatever he was calling it. It was a phony medical condition, Scott.
Oh my God, I cannot believe you would say that. Are you a doctor? Look,
what we're wondering here is who took the money? Who took the big payoff from $1 billion brother? And Coco Rumble's got something to say about it.
What it do, baby? Now, as I'm sure that you were able to see on this highly expensive Technotronic phonic type thing that they got in the back that's playing all this stuff in hi-fi phonetic sound and whatnot, at a street value of 5,000 boxes of Newports and a chain and a Cash Money CD from 1999. Yeah. Anyway. $1 billion brother. $1 billion brother. This man has the nerve, the audacity to pay his way out of a match with Hot Coco Rumble. I said Hot Coco Rumble. I said Hot Coco. That's my name, thanks for getting it right. Now, my problem with that is you got all this money, $1 billion brother, but it seems like with all this money, you couldn't afford to buy, we got a Latin community out here, so you couldn't buy some cojones, some bowling balls, to face your boy, Coco Rumble. So, with that being said, whoever took that money to come face me, I got something for you, and it ain't funny, and it don't taste like honey. Because when you come in the ring with Hot Coco, you best know you're gonna get burned. And if you don't know, ask your mama.
Wow.
Well, you know what?
Strong words for the $1 billion brother by Coco Rumble. He's ready to fight tonight. Let's see who took the payoff from the $1 billion brother. Oh my God.
Hey, Lutz!
Jay Lutz, the resident ballroom brawler of St. Louis.
You mean the talent drunk of St. Louis.
Looks like he's the one that took the payoff for $1 billion brother.
Ah, see, now this totally makes sense. Who else would need the money? This guy's got a bigger bar tab than Ric Flair. This guy probably is behind on his rent. If there's anybody who needs some cash and needs to make a buck, it's Jay Lutz.
Wow, Jay Lutz making his first appearance here for the National Wrestling League and in the Casa Loma Ballroom, and it looks like he's going to take on his friend. I mean, this is his friend, Super Soul Coco Rumble. This is going to be an interesting match and a definite clash of styles here, not just in the dress department, but in the wrestling department as well.
Well, when you're as desperate as Jay Lutz and you need to make the buck, you'll do
now,
just
Coco
about
Rumble
anything.
knows that you got the guts. But boy, is you nuts? What are you doing out here? I need to do money, and we all know rent is due. All right, look. I know everybody got bills, okay? So this is what we gonna do. I like you, you like me, we cool and everything like that, you know, black and pale relations, you know. So
That being said, we're going to have ourselves a good, clean wrestling match.
These guys are friends, Scott. You don't have any friends, you wouldn't know what it's like, but they're going to have a straight down the middle wrestling match after exchanging a nice quick hug there.
Well, we're not buddies, we're not friends. We definitely don't hang in the same social circles, I can guarantee you that. Jay Lutz, though, if he's got a prayer of winning this match, he's not going to out-wrestle Coco Rumble. He's going to have to fight him.
That's exactly what I'm sure Jay Lutz is planning to do. While abiding by the rules here in the National Wrestling League, I expect to see a good, clean fight between Coco Rumble and Jay Lutz. These guys are friends, Scott.
Oh, you're so naive. How long have you been in the wrestling business? 10 days? I've been in it for 20 years.
Enough for a cup of coffee. And with the bell has sounded, we are underway here for what is sure to be an entertaining match at the Casa Loma Ballroom. Both competitors squaring off, collar and elbow tie-up by Jay Lutz and Coco Rumble. Nice go behind by Jay Lutz, showing a little technical ability. Coco Rumble trying to slap the grip off of Jay Lutz. I am so looking forward to this match. Takes him over, puts Jay Lutz on his back. Controlling the head and the arm of Jay Lutz. Coco Rumble showing a little technical wrestling ability of his own.
I have to admit, for the first time, and well, I can't even remember the last time I was wrong. This is starting out a straight wrestling match.
Jay Lutz looking to fire it up to a vertical base. Nice arm wringer. Drops his wrist right into the mat. Coco Rumble is just so fun. Just so much fun to watch in the ring. The guy can, he can fly, he can do technical wrestling, he can do it all.
Maybe he hangs with the party crashers. He's fun. I will say this, he kind of reminds me of a little bit of throwback like Thunderbolt Patterson and Dusty Rhodes, the way he connects with a crowd. He's definitely got the charisma, but does he have the talent to back it up?
Coco warning Jay Lutz to stay off his hair. Lutz trying to lock in what appears to be a full Nelson. Can't quite get those fingers connected. Looks like Coco Rumble's trying to break the full Nelson. Holding on to that arm, making sure nice go behind into a full Nelson of his own by Coco Rumble. Swinging Lutz back and forth. Lutz seemed to enjoy the swinging back and forth, and doing a little running man action is Jay Lutz. Coco Rumble got caught up in the spirit there. Stayed doing a little dance with right behind Jay Lutz.
Jay Lutz slipped out, and I think
showing a little
tried to mock Super Soul a little bit there.
I think they're just having a good time. Nice competitive wrestling match right down the middle, and they're showing the fans how to have a good time here in St. Louis.
Yeah, but this isn't about a good time. This is a guy desperate for cash. You heard him. The rent's due. He'll be evicted if he doesn't win this match. Do you realize what's at stake here?
Greco-Roman knuckle lock by Coco Rumble. Looks like a little dancing, nice slap to the chest there by Coco Rumble, showing he means business. Takes to the top rope, whips Jay Lutz over. And we may have our first complete wrestling move of a little staying alive action there by Super Soul Coco Rumble.
Well, friends or not, I would never turn my back on Jay Lutz. He's a street fighter.
Well, here we go again. It looks like they're in the mood for dancing here tonight. Maybe not so much of a fighting atmosphere, but a dancing atmosphere.
I've seen you dance, and I beg of you, please don't start.
We are in the ballroom here, Casa Loma Ballroom. It's famous for dancing. Oh, headbutt
there we go.
Right to the face. Jay Lutz taking advantage of the good-natured Super Soul Coco Rumble.
Lutz outsmarted in the air, lured Coco Rumble in, and caught him with a vicious forearm.
Back elbow connects by Jay Lutz. Single foot drop kick right to the back of the head of Super Soul. Only gets a 1 count. Super Soul fighting back. A couple strikes of his own. Backhanded strike to the chest, to the face, to the chest, to the face. Coco Rumble going back and forth between the chest and the face. A flurry of strikes. Oh, claps on the ears of Jay Lutz, really getting that equilibrium off. Barely say that. Hurricane Rana to the outside, Coco Rumble.
Jay Lutz may not look like the best athlete in the league, but the guy is capable of pulling off some incredible moves like this.
Wow, tope suicida through the second and third ropes. Jay Lutz takes out Coco Rumble to the outside. You're right. That unorthodox style, Jay Lutz just paid off.
Well, he's clearly letting it all hang out. He's that desperate for cash. He needs to win to get the money to pay the rent.
Maybe it is less about friendship at this point and more about getting to the pay window here between Coco Rumble and Jay Lutz. Coco Rumble brushing off Jay Lutz. Lutz looks like he might be going for another Hurricane Rana. Stomped to the face by Jay Lutz. Jay Lutz taken to the second row. Oh! Spinning flatliner connects with Super Soul. Cover 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Rumble gets the left shoulder up. I haven't seen a move like that at a Jay Lutz in maybe ever. That was an impressive spinning flatliner there. I thought he could have put away Super Soul with that maneuver. That's the kind of offense that we've seen from Jay Lutz, that's exactly what he's going to have to do to put away somebody like Super Soul. Keep the offense varied, mix it up with striking, ground wrestling, and even a little bit of high flying, because nice clothesline by Super Soul. Headbutt to the midsection, follows it up with a nice lifting knee. Jay Lutz looks like he might be on Dream Street here. Connects with a hard forearm strike of his own. Just rattled Coco Rumble. Rumble looks like he's out on his feet.
Yeah, I've seen Jay Lutz look like that as his local watering hole several times, that's for sure. But I think it's more punch drunk than anything else right now. Both these guys are a little dazed.
I can't imagine you frequenting the same watering holes as Jay Lutz, but odder things have happened in this world. Forearm strike to the face of Jay Lutz. That may be a big mistake. If you're going to match blow for blow, Jay Lutz may not be the guy to do it with. Oh!
Jay Lutz is the kind of guy that'll take 3 punches to give 1, if you know what I mean. He's that tough, and he can withstand a lot of punishment.
Coco Rumble looks like he might need a timeout. That was a vicious forearm strike. Connected right with the cheek of Coco Rumble.
I don't like this. Lutz needs to follow up. Maybe Lutz is a little bit more hurt than he's letting on because he's not following up on the dazed Coco Rumble.
I think they're engaging in a little battle, a tit for tat, Scott, because that was a vicious right forearm of his own to the face of Jay Lutz.
And again, I would never turn my back on Jay Lutz. This guy is desperate. He'll do anything.
He actually mocking Coco Rumble there. Coco Rumble looks like he knows what's coming. And just lays into him with another vicious right forearm strike. I think the only thing holding up Coco right now is that top turnbuckle. Coco's out of it.
Well, that was a soul-crushing blow by Jay Lutz.
Oh, knife-edge chop across the chest of Coco Rumble.
And Lutz still not following up. Needs to go for the kill.
Oh, stomp to the foot. Speaking of unorthodox offense, back brain kick, reminiscent of Bad News Allen there. Good offensive maneuver by Coco Rumble, showing a variation in his styles as well. What I really like about these guys, Scott, is both of these guys, while being a little unorthodox in both style and ring presentation, love to entertain the fans here wherever they go. Kicks the foot out of Coco Rumble. Jay Lutz stomps on the back of the head.
Yeah, but this isn't about entertainment. This is about a guy
Cover.
desperate for
this
money.
Could be it,
This
Scott.
could be it.
Only gets a 2 count. That was a glancing blow, that double stomp right to the back of the head, but he connected enough of it to almost get a 3 count on Super Soul.
You know, and these fans, they're often confused anyway, but now I think they're really confused. They like both these guys. They don't know who to root for. Seems like they're kind of cheering on both men.
Jay Lutz whipping Coco Rumble. He puts the brakes on Coco. Nice savate kick right to the back of the head of Jay Lutz. German suplex. No bridge. All impact there. Lutz is on Dream Street now. Pimp slap right across. That's 5 across the eyes. Crush groove connects. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. That is it.
That is it for Jay Lutz. He's evicted.
8 minutes, 47 seconds.
Coco Rumble connects with 5 across the eyes and follows it up with Crush Groove. And he puts a nail in the coffin of Jay Lutz tonight here at the Casa Loma Ballroom. Coco Rumble going to the pay window, and Jay Lutz looks like he's washing dishes at his local bar.
Oh, that's a little strong. Of course, I think the next time we see Jay Lutz on the side of the street, he'll be holding a sign saying, "I'll wrestle for money."
Well, it looks like the $1 billion brothers investment didn't pay off tonight, and eventually we're going to have to see the $1 billion brothers step in the ring with Super Soul Coco Rumble. Nice show of sportsmanship there, Scott. Both of these guys are still friends after battling here on the National Wrestling League St. Louis and sharing a little dance move like earlier in the match. Coco Rumble 1-0 here, where wins and losses matter in the National Wrestling League. Welcome back, wrestling fans, to the National Wrestling League main event time here in the Casa Loma Ballroom. A 6-man tag, the I-70 Turf War has arrived in St. Louis.
And it's only fitting that the team captain, the Mile High Magnum, makes his entrance first.
As you saw in the video package right before this match, there is a long and storied history between Kansas City and St. Louis, just as cities alone, just as regular sports rivalries, and now we've kicked it up a notch with professional wrestling. Team Kansas City went 1-0 just a few nights ago at the Scottish Rite Temple in Kansas City. Blaine Meeks was a team captain then. Dak Draper forced him out. He's the team captain now.
And I think it's an improved team, especially with Maverick joining the Blood Brothers tonight. And if KC wins this match and they go up 2-0, boy, talk about bragging rights. Who knows the next time these two teams will meet?
That's right. So we're awaiting the Kansas City favorites here of the Royal Bloods. Jax and Jet Royal are making their entrances into the Casa Loma Ballroom. These guys may be the best high-flying team in professional wrestling right now.
I'm curious, though. You know, these guys feed off the fans' reactions. And tonight they're getting booed out of the building. Is that going to mess with them emotionally? I don't know.
You know, one thing we also got to think of is the knees. You know, the surgery that I believe it was Jet Royal had on his Jax Royal had on.
What kind of broadcast journalist are you?
I get confused all the time. They're identical twins.
And their names are on their tights, for crying out loud.
But one has to wonder if the knee is going to play a factor in their tag team work here tonight, especially against a team like the Blood Brothers. This is a dream match. The Royal Bloods versus the Blood Brothers alone is a dream match. And then you add Dak Draper and Maverick into it. This is a titanic main event here in the Casa Loma Ballroom. Speaking of the gunslinger, he's making his way to the ring now. Maverick has made his way into the Casa Loma Ballroom.
Boy, if the Blood Brothers were going to go out and they were going to get a hired gun, they picked the right guy, Maverick, who could go toe-to-toe with Dak Draper.
Let's face it, he could go toe-to-toe with the biggest and best in any promotion, not just here in the National Wrestling League.
Well, that's his reputation. He's got a nationwide reputation as being a tough competitor who's hard to put down. But we're going to see what he's made of tonight.
Looks like he's sending a little verbal shot. What's great about Maverick is he's always ready to compete. I mean, he was ready to compete earlier when he was introduced, and it looks like he's chomping at the bit to get at Dak Draper and those Kansas City people.
You know, during his press conference, he pledged his loyalty to his adopted city of St. Louis, and he's a man of his word. I give him that.
Here comes Davey, Gibson, and Mathew Grundy. The Blood Brothers are making their way in to the Casa Loma Ballroom, and they're ready to back up their town of St. Louis, Missouri, and even this I-70 Turf War at 1-1.
Well, these guys just bleed St. Louis red. They're both St. Louis legends. They consider themselves like a St. Louis championship dynasty, much like the Cardinals.
Grundy is on the left of your screen, and Davey Gibson is on the right. Both of these guys excel in tag team wrestling. They've been around the Midwest wrestling scene for quite a long time. Oh! We're already underway. Dak Draper right away on Maverick, and the bell is sounding, and we're official now here in our main event for the evening. A 6-man tag between Team Kansas City and Team St. Louis.
The I-70 series, and it's all breaking out.
Looks Looks like, Maverick is picking up one of the Royal
Oh!
Bloods over his head. Oh, impressive feat of strength as the rest of the teams battle on the outside.
Whoa!
Dumps him on Team Kansas City, and the Blood Brothers move out of the way. Maverick sending a statement early on here.
Well, I thought he was going to toss him out into about the third row.
And now we get the introductions. I mean, the bell's already rung, but we got to know who the competitors are here in the ring, or at least the people live in attendance need to know.
Well, I think everybody knows the players here, and I think everybody knows what's at stake. It's St. Louis, Kansas City, the I-70 series, bragging rights. It's all on the line tonight.
Like you said earlier, Scott, we do not know when the next time if one team goes up, if the Kansas City team goes up 2-0, when's the next time these guys are going to meet? This is for bragging rights. This is for everything. This is huge.
245 pounds, Maverick. And his partners from St. Louis, the team of Davey, Gibson, and Mathew Grundy, the Blood Brothers.
And these
Huge
guys,
fan favorites here in the Blood Brothers of Davey Gibson and Mathew Grundy. We were posing for pictures there before they get started. These guys are so loved in St. Louis, and Maverick, just by Maverick being with them, Maverick is already loved here in St. Louis.
well, I don't think the same can be said for Dak Draper and the Royals. They are entering hostile territory. They had the home field advantage in Kansas City. The Royals used it to their advantage to gain an illegal pin, to gain the victory for KC. But tonight, you got to think that STL is going to have the advantage.
You should know, Scott, that it is hard to tell the Royals apart. I think the referee did the best of a bad situation.
By allowing them both to stay in the ring.
And he had to do the best with what he was given. I don't think it was any kind of chicanery or any kind of,
home cooking.
There wasn't any home cooking involved, Scott. The referee did the best he could with what he was given. And we're underway here. Maverick, and it looks like Jet Royal are starting off the action here in our main event for the evening.
Interesting that Dak Draper is not starting for Team KC, because obviously the Royals cannot match power for power with Maverick.
Jax Royal now making his way into the ring. Jet wanted no part of that raw, brute strength of Maverick. Look how big Maverick is. I mean, he is a hoss of a man. And this isn't a guy that likes to go to gyms and just pump iron all day. This is a guy who does functional strength training. I mean, it's like he lifts bales of hay and kegs of beer and just does things around his, around the farm and around the house that increase his strength. Look at the strength here. Just flipping the Royals onto each other. Nice fall away slam there by Maverick.
Boy, Maverick has come out like a house of fire. He's taken the fight to KC, and they really need to regroup. And Dak Draper has got to get in there.
Making the tag into Grundy. Grundy with a side headlock applied on Jax Royal. Irish whip. Meets with a drop kick right into the stomach. Nice kip up by Grundy, showing incredible athleticism. Looked like Jax Royal was going for a leapfrog and just got caught out of midair by Grundy.
Well, you have to keep in mind, too, Jax has just been medically cleared to wrestle. He showed a little ring rust. He's a little off his game. That could play to the advantage of the Blood Brothers.
Nice double team offense here. Drop kick connects with the forehead of Jax Royal. Showing incredible double team maneuvers, are the Blood Brothers.
Yeah, these guys have got 1,001 maneuvers. They kind of remind me of the Midnight Express of the 80s and 90s. Tag team specialist.
Nice flip over there by Jet Royal. Gets elevated in the air and drops straight on the canvas. Davey Gibson in the ring now. Hard kick to the chest. Showing you he's got some educated feet behind those. That was 2 strikes there. Might be some martial arts training in the background here of Davey Gibson. Oh, right to the chin. That could be a knockout strike there, too. It's a 2 count.
Boy, the Royals,
his left shoulder up.
The Royals are such pretty boys. You got to know that all those pimply-faced 13-year-old girls would just cry if anything happened, if he got his nose busted by one of those stiff kicks.
Jet Royal in the ring now with Mathew Grundy. Grundy, the more wild of the two between him and Davey Gibson. Looks like he's going
there
for a
we
sunset
go.
flip bomb. He couldn't connect. Dak Draper holds on to Jet Royal. Jet Royal tried to go for a strike. Grundy answers with a strike of his own. Gets pulled out by Dak Draper.
The wily team captain showing some strategy here and giving the advantage to Team KC.
He's a show stealer is what he is. He's a spotlight stealer. He'll never let Blaine Meeks get any kind of credit for anything that he does.
He's just messing around with Meeks.
It's disgusting. You know, there's only one person Dak Draper cares about, and that's Dak Draper.
That's not true. He's representing Team KC. He's a Denver guy. He didn't have to be here. Are you saying he's here just to be in the spotlight?
That's exactly what I'm saying. He should have left Blaine Meeks as a team captain because Kansas City was victorious with Blaine Meeks as a team captain, but Dak Draper couldn't stand Blaine Meeks getting credit for it, so he shoves Blaine Meeks out of the way, and now Dak Draper.
If you recall, Blaine Meeks took a lot of punishment from Todd Letterman during that match, and his buddy, Dak Draper, noticed that and offered to step in out of the kindness of his heart and give Meeks the night off and time to recover.
You really are full of it tonight, aren't you, Scott?
That's the
Dak
truth.
Draper showing his strength and crushing Grundy into the turnbuckle. Gets a cover two. Dak Draper looked like he thought that might have been it. A little cocky cover there by the mile-high Magnum. And this guy exudes confidence. Makes a tag in to, looks like Jet Royal here. Jet Royal getting on the second rope. Grundy begging off.
Oh,
nice leg drop, reminiscent of beautiful Bobby Eaton in the Alabama Jam right there. Maverick's ready to go. He just gets in that ring whenever he wants, and he was fired up. And it looks like Team Kansas City are putting the boots to Grundy here in their corner.
Well, that's what they're going to have to do. They're wrestling on the road in front of a hostile St. Louis crowd. They're going to have to do anything it takes to win the match.
Definitely not endearing themselves to the fans here in the Casa Loma Ballroom in St. Louis.
They don't care. They just want to go up 2-0 in the series.
Double hip toss into the center of the ring. Double backflip by the Royals. Basement drop kicks connect with Grundy. That could be it for Grundy. He's out of it here in the Casa Loma Ballroom.
Yeah, the Blood Brothers, they're really close. They've traveled.
Cover two. It's a 2 count only.
The Blood Brothers are really close. They've driven up and down the road. They trained together, but they're not twins, right? You know, twin brothers, they have a special bond. They know what the other one's going to do before he does it, and I think that gives them the edge over the Blood Brothers.
Belly to back suplex, spins out of it, drops Grundy right in the center of the ring. Cover 1, 2, and Davey Gibson in for the save for his tag team partner. That could have been it. That was a spinning back suplex. Nicely executed by Dak Draper.
The arrogance of execution, Dak Draper.
His hip toss take
was a little bit of
like a judo throw there. Pulls him back into the center of the ring, gets a 1 count only,
Oh.
and then starts firing strikes, right hands right into the face of Grundy.
Mr. Draper, I think, getting a little frustrated that he's not able to put away Grundy.
When you're 6'5" and 245, those punches are taking their toll on
6'5", I think he's at least 6'6".
Jet Royal in the ring now with Mathew Grundy. Nice fisherman suplex, beautiful bridge. 2, gets a 2 count.
Well, Uncle Fester down there was a little late getting done for the count, but that could have been a victory for Team KC.
Stop it. They're doing the best job that they can. Nice standing shooting star press. Connects right in the center of the ring. Stands on him. Flag is showing a little arrogance there, does the Royal Bloods.
This is a new side of Royal Blood, and I think I like it. I think this is the kind of attitude you have to show when you're on the road.
Jet makes the tag into his brother Jax. Jax coming in the ring. Looks like he's going for a standing moonsault.
Nice.
Connects in the middle of the ring. He looks like he might go in for a second one. And Grundy gets the knees up right into the midsection of Jax Royal. Going to the well once too often was the high-flying Jax Royal.
Again, I think Jax's timing is just a little bit off.
Oh, connects with a jumping leg drop. Does Dak Draper showing his great agility. It's a 2 count only on Mathew Grundy. Once again, Davey Gibson coming in for the save of his tag team partner.
Well, you see Draper's influence. He faked the tag. The Royal slipped in there. and the Royals are following his lead. He's the team captain. He's calling the shots, and he's going to be the one to lead their side to victory.
I think Dak Draper is leading by intimidation. He probably talked to the Royals before this match and said, "You're going to do whatever I say or I'm going to pound the crap out of you," and they're probably just listening to him.
Are you saying he's a bully?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
In my conversations, I find it to be very charming. Reminds me a lot of Ravishing Rick Rude, Austin Idol.
Coming in the ring now, clothesline into the corner, connects with Mathew Grundy, makes a tag back into Jet Royal. Jet Royal doing a little nice monkey flip out of the corner, tags his brother Jax back in the ring. It really is hard to keep track of these twins, man. I mean, I'm having a tough time here on commentary. Beautiful elbow drop from the second rope, connects with the throat of Mathew Grundy. It's a 2 count only. Grundy getting that left shoulder up, right shoulder. He needs to make a tag right now if Team St. Louis expects to stay in this match.
Well, Grundy is dazed. I'm not even sure he knows where he is right now. He's just fighting on pure instinct.
Nice vertical suplex by Dak Draper, the Mile High Magnum. It's a 2 count only. Dak is going to want to change the pace of this match.
Yep.
The Blood Brothers and the Royal Bloods are a high offensive, high octane tag team combination. Dak Draper, when he gets in the ring, he's going to want to slow it down, and that's exactly what he's doing, applying that rear chain.
Well, how can they mount an aerial assault if Dak Draper keeps him grounded? They can't.
Whoa! Schoolboy from behind, getting Dak Draper, only gets a 2 count, almost surprised. Clotheslined his head off, turning Mathew Grundy inside out. And Mathew Grundy is still in the corner of the Kansas City team.
The Mile High Magnum fired up. Grundy, instead of going for that schoolboy, maybe should have just reached over for a tag.
Only gets a 2 count, does the Mile High Magnum. He turned him inside out with that clothesline. It looks like Kansas City are firing on all cylinders right now. They're really operating well as a unit here.
So you're saying it was a good idea for Dak Draper to replace Blaine Leeds?
I'm saying right now that Team Kansas City is showing a lot of poise and a lot of confidence, and Team St. Louis is in trouble.
And clearly not intimidated. They're going into a strange arena, the Casa Loma Ballroom in St. Louis for the first time, and they're displaying such confidence, and they're taking the fight to Team STL.
Puts a boot right up in the face. Miscue there. Jax Royals hits Dak Draper right in the face with the forearm, and they spill to the outside. Now the Royals are trying to scramble to make sure that Grundy doesn't make that tag. Grundy with a nice double Hurricanrana and makes the tag to Maverick, and here comes Maverick in the ring, putting the beating on Jet Royal, I think, with rights and lefts and a chop in the corner. Man, look at Maverick just shoving the referee out of the way.
Oh my gosh!
Slides the head right off of the Royal here. The fans in the Casa Loma Ballroom are loving the action they're seeing from Maverick. Maverick could be going for his gory bomb here. And he connects. Running gory bomb.
That could be it. That could be it.
This could be it. Cover 1, 2. And Jax Royal, see, that was Jet Royal. He did the gory bomb to Jax Royal in for the save. Maverick shoves him off. Has Jax Royal almost like a child in his arms, applying that bear hug. And this guy just brute strength on display.
Whoa, got them both.
He has Jet and Jax Royal locked in a bear hug. What is he doing here? Double overhead belly-to-belly suplex. Connects by Maverick. Awesome display of strength here by the gunslinger. Tag into Davey Gibson. Davey Gibson in the ring now. What is Davey Gibson doing? He's calling for his tag team partner to get in the ring with him. Double tope Coney.
Wow.
Connects with the Royal Bloods. And Davey Gibson and Mathew Grundy are feeling the energy here in the Casa Loma Ballroom.
Stealing a page out of the Royals playbook with the amazing double flip, basically flipping off the Royals.
Looks like Dak Draper putting it into the offense of Davey Gibson, shoving the Royals off. Next with a hard right hand. And
here we
Maverick
go.
is having none of that.
Here we go.
And this is what we were waiting to see. Draper and Maverick going toe-to-toe here in the Casa Loma Ballroom. Maverick getting the better of that exchange, sends Dak Draper tumbling to the outside. Draper wants nothing to do with the Lone Star gunman.
I like this. Draper is trying to lure Maverick outside the ring.
Now we're left with the Royal Bloods taking on the Blood Brothers here. Assisted reverse sliced bread number 2. Going for the cover here. 2. 3. Oh, kicked out. Davey Gibson getting the left shoulder up just in the nick of time.
And how smart is Dak Draper? Leading Maverick to the back, taking his mind off the match. And if it's left to the Royals and the Blood Brothers, you got to give the advantage to the Twins.
I don't know where Dak Draper and Maverick are going. We should get a camera back there to follow those guys because they've left, seems like they've left the arena almost. They're battling to the back. Nice knee strike there by Grundy, and Davey Gibson holding one of the Royals up. Nice drop kick right into the midsection. Power bomb off the second rope.
And where's the referee?
Cover 2, 3, that's it. Team St. Louis scores an impressive victory over Team Kansas City, evening the score at 1-1.
Yeah, it's 1-1, but I have to say it's a little bit of a tainted victory. They were in there both for at least 10, 20 seconds. The referee should have disqualified them.
In this case, the means justified the end, and Team St. Louis in their home turf even the score at 1-1. And you've got to think, what does that mean for the rest of the time that St. Louis and Kansas City are going to go head-to-head, whether it's in the Casa Loma Ballroom or in the Scottish Rite Temple? I mean, who knows when the next time these guys are going to meet?
Well, this issue is clearly not settled. The whole idea behind the IC50 series of wrestling is to determine which city was the best. And right now, it's tied up. It's anybody's game right now.
You have to think when it comes down to the tag team division here in the National Wrestling League, the Blood Brothers have just elevated themselves to the top of the list by scoring an important pinfall over the Royal Bloods. They may be headed straight for those tag team belts come the end of the year.
And if these two teams meet again, you have to figure that the Blood Brothers have the psychological edge now over the Royals.
Well, that's an awesome main event we just saw.
Incredible.
I mean, Maverick really taking it to Dak Draper, and it looks like, I mean, they may still be battling out here in front of the arena, but I don't think that's the last we've heard between Dak Draper and Maverick.
What an explosive debut from Maverick. I mean, the guy's not even from St. Louis. He was a hired gun brought in here to offset the power of Dak Draper, and he certainly got the job done.
Blood Brothers celebrating around inside with some of their faithful fans here. Blood Brothers are definitely loved here in St. Louis. And we have had so much fun here in the Casa Loma Ballroom tonight, Scott. I cannot wait to come back, and I'm looking forward to what the future holds for NWL STL.
Well, I've seen a lot of great intensity. I've seen a lot of great athletes, and I've seen a lot of guys here focused on winning and championships. And that's what it's all about.
And we'll see you guys next time right here on National Wrestling League. Good night, everybody.